Everyone, will you please rise if you are able for the processional? Everyone, please be seated. We are gathered here today to celebrate the achievements of the seniors in the Schreyer Honors College who will receive their Scholars Medal. All are in their places. This medal ceremony for Fall Session 2024 is hereby called to order.
Good evening. It is my immense honour and privilege to stand before you today as we celebrate the remarkable achievements of the Fall 2024 Schreyer Honours College graduates and their families. I'm Tracy Elaine-Kilda, Interim Executive Vice President and Provost at Penn State, and I can truly say that there is no greater joy than witnessing the milestones in your journey. To our graduating scholars, congratulations. Today is the culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and intellectual curiosity. You've spent countless hours in the classroom, the lab, and beyond, and you have earned your place here today. Your commitment to academic excellence is truly inspiring. Each of you has completed an original research thesis or creative work, leaving a lasting mark on your field. Beyond the classroom, you've been leaders in student governments, clubs, community organisations, and causes that you care deeply about. You've made your mark here, and your achievements have been recognised not only within the university, but across the wide array of fields, from environmental policy to life sciences to cybersecurity. You have also travelled the world, enriching your academic experience in ways that are truly global. Collectively, this class has visited 15 countries, from Ireland and South Africa, which is where I was born, so that's very cool, to New Zealand and South Korea. To the families and friends joining us today, welcome. Your unwavering support has been instrumental in the success of our graduates. You've been their cheerleaders, their motivators, and their foundation throughout this journey. We celebrate not only the scholars, but also the families who helped shape them into the extraordinary individuals that they are today. Looking to the future, I am filled with excitement for each of you. Some of you will continue your education at top-tier institutions, while others are headed to the workforce, ready to make your mark with global companies, non-profits, and many other organisations. Wherever your paths lead, I have no doubt that you will continue to inspire, innovate, and lead. The world needs your talents, your knowledge, and your commitment. You have the power to create change, and with the knowledge and tools that you've gained here, you are ready to make an impact. We are so proud of you and so excited for what the future holds. Everyone, please join me in congratulating the Fall 2024 graduating class of the Schreyer Scholars. Thank you. And now I am so pleased to introduce Penn State President Benda Pudi. Please welcome her to the podium.
Thank you so much, Provost Lankilda, for those wonderful words. Everybody, welcome. Welcome to this special celebration. And we have so much excitement, as you can tell, to be celebrating you all today. And the reason is very simple. You are the best of the best. And that's an honor and a responsibility, as you well know. The Schreyer Honors College is widely recognized across the country, and indeed the world, as one of the foremost undergraduate honors programs in the United States. And admission is very, very selective. First of all, parents, some of you who went to Penn State or have friends and family that have gone here, please know that it gives me a little bit of humility when I look at each incoming class. I look at them and say, I don't know if I would have gotten in. This is an extraordinary group of students. And among them, only 2% of Penn State's undergraduate student population is in this honors college. I loved what Provost Lankilda said to you. As we celebrate each of you, we know, and I love that our scholars know, that you didn't get here just through your own efforts. Without those efforts, you wouldn't have gotten here. That was a necessary but not sufficient condition, right? That was critical. Your drive, your hard work, your initiative. But I know that our scholars have the humility to say, we know that so many other people helped you along the way. That might be friends and family who are present here. They may be friends and family who are not able to join you, but were a big part of your own growth. And certainly, I bet there are teachers all along the way, educators, faculty, staff, who said to you, you can do this. Maybe they spurred your interest in an area. Maybe they said, don't give up. Who knows what it is, but along the way, I know your lives have been touched by people who inspired you and motivated you. And we know, we say thank you to the families and friends that shared you with us. And I hope, and in fact, I can say I'm very, very confident, you know that now your responsibility is to reach out to others and say, as our deans always says it, you've got this, and to be able to say, I'm here to support you. Now on to the medals. More than 17,000 medallions have been presented at these scholar events over the years. You will wear them proudly during your commencement ceremonies, and it's a tangible symbol of your commitment to learning, to scholarly pursuits, and your outstanding achievements. I love this was created by one of our own, Professor John A. Cook, Professor Emeritus of Art in the College of Arts and Architecture. That medal has words that are deeply impactful, deeply meaningful: scholarly achievement, integrity of purpose, and intellectual curiosity. You all embody each of those words on that medal, and forever I know you will live up to those values. You are an extraordinary group of students. I know you would have been successful wherever you went, and I'm truly grateful you chose to be part of the Penn State family. Just as I know Penn State has transformed you, challenged you, we are proud to acknowledge that through your presence, you've inspired us, you've challenged us, you've made us better. As you take your next steps, and wherever that might be, into careers of service, professional schools, going into the workforce, raising a family, whatever your choices are, I wanted to talk about one of those values on that medal, and that is integrity of purpose. We know you have scholarly achievement. You wouldn't get the medal without it. We know you have intellectual curiosity. I look at your topics that you've studied. Always in my office, there's a little Schreier, either the Scholar magazine or the list of projects you worked on. And it's always inspiring to see the breadth of your curiosity. But one of the things that I never want you to forget is this notion of integrity of purpose. Having a sense of purpose is the surest way to have resiliency and grit. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, whether you are a women's volleyball team that inspired us so deeply yesterday, whether it's an opera performance, whatever it might be, having a deep sense of purpose, that we are bigger than ourselves, bigger than our selfies maybe, that actually sense of purpose gives you that spirit of resiliency. And when we think about that, it's no one else's job or authority to judge your sense of purpose. You define it for yourself. And that could be to create a better world, the aspiration to be a better version of yourself, to care for and provide for those closest to you, whatever that might be. Hold that purpose close to your heart. But when you think about this, they didn't just put purpose on there. The words say integrity of purpose. That word integrity is used so often, and I sometimes wish that we would all go back to the root of these words and study them and understand where they come from. Integrity comes from integer, wholeness, unity, not being fragmented, having that core sense of unity around what you are and who you are. I believe integrity of purpose is a reminder to you that your purpose is for you, your wholeness as an individual, not just in any one facet of your life. I try to always remember, I tell people, we are meant to be human beings, not just human doings. So who you are as an individual, that core purpose of your being and integrity matters a great deal. And integrity also means, who are you a part of the unit of? Who makes up who you are? What's your community? So I hope you will reflect on this incredible university that recognized early on that we are not a university that says, I am. We're a university that says, we are. What wisdom! That we are all fulfilled and successful and resilient and happy because we all have that innate sense of belonging. We each need to find the place where we have our we. I don't know, each generation seems to use different words. Is it your tribe? Is it your people? Is it your posse? Whatever that is, you need your sense of community, and your integrity of purpose must extend beyond you to that community and maybe the entire world. After all, isn't that the height of education and enlightenment to say we are here as part of this much greater whole? As you look at what comes next, I have no doubt that along the way you will be challenged. If a life that doesn't have highs, doesn't have lows, is no life at all. You will have both, the highest highs, the lowest lows. But that integrity of purpose is what will keep you going and what will give you that sense of fulfillment. We are so proud of you, your talents, your goodwill, your accomplishments. And we can't wait to see what you will do. You are forever part of the Penn State family. You have to be connected to us. We are relying on you. The families, older ones in this audience, sorry, I'm dating myself. You'll remember, there used to be a Motel 6 ad, do you remember that? We leave the light on for you. They won't know what I'm talking about. I shouldn't have used that analogy. But spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, I hope you'll always know this is your home, that you will always stay connected. We need you to make us even better for the next generation of Schreier Honor Scholars. With that, I want to congratulate each of you. It's an honor to be your president, and I invite members of the platform party, let's take our places as we prepare to recognize and all honor the Fall 2024 class of Schreyer Scholars. Scholars, congratulations from all of us.
Over there. Yep. No, they're not on stage. Yep. Just a minute. No, down there. Yep. President Bendaputi and Provost Lankilda, we present to you the Schreyer Scholars who have completed research or creative projects and written honors theses to earn and graduate with honors diplomas. Everyone, please hold your applause until all have received their medal. You'll be given the opportunity to acknowledge scholars at that time. Sami Adnan Rashid Al-Zri with honors in energy engineering. Raina E. Alexander with interdisciplinary honors in geography and political science. Nicholas Luis Aparicio with honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Thanks. Alexander Murphy Butzler with honors in chemistry. Claire DePerna with honors in aerospace engineering. Olivia DiPrinzio with honors in earth science and policy. Aaron Michael Falk with honors in computer science. Hannah Sophia Mirshahi with honors in biochemistry and molecular biology. Michael James Martinelli with honors in accounting. Luke Robert Jeffrey with honors in mechanical engineering. Noah Stevenson Gaiman with honors in human-centered design and development. Peter James Frazier with honors in engineering science. Tomer Sedan with honors in computer science. Sarah Marie Scott with honors in nutritional sciences. Avani Bipin Salunke with honors in biology. Sydney Claire Robinson with honors in global and international studies. Charlene Mububi Rahman with honors in chemical engineering. Hannah Priller with honors in chemistry. Natasha Ray Nybro with honors in accounting. Emma Neely with honors in music education. Grace J. Moyer with honors in supply chain and information systems. Thomas Laszlo Molnar with honors in mechanical engineering. Jenna Elizabeth Fox with honors in cybersecurity, analytics, and operations. Sarah Nadine France with honors in biology. Mayank Makud Yadav with honors in computer science. McCrae Deshaney Wiederer with honors in animal science. Garrett Leo Trowbridge with honors in aerospace engineering. Anna Catherine Took with honors in kinesiology. Henry Ernest Stover with honors in Global and International Studies. Tsunami Shambe with honors in Environmental Systems Engineering. Sadiya Vinay Rao with honors in Computer Science. Sharon Liu with honors in Computer Science. Scholars, will you please rise if you're able and face the audience for recognition? Everyone, we present to you the Fall 2024 graduating class of Schreyer Scholars. Scholars, please be seated. Please welcome Dr. Patrick Mather, Dean of the Schreyer Honors College, to the podium for some concluding remarks.
Thank you, Tom, and congratulations, scholars. Good evening, everyone. My name is Pat Mather, and I have the pleasure of serving as Dean of Schreyer Honors College. And it's such a joy to me to celebrate this moment and all of the accomplishments behind it for today's scholars. Before I get into some remarks I'd like to share, I owe a debt of gratitude to a number of people. I'd like to start with our president and provost. So President Bendapudi and Provost Lankilde, thank you so much. We know how busy you are, but also how dedicated you are to this portion of the college, of the university community, and so thank you for your inspiring remarks. To the staff of both Schreyer Honors College and the Hub Robeson Center, thank you for all of the things we didn't necessarily see behind the scenes for today's event to be as high quality as it has been so far and will be for the rest of the evening. Thank you so much for your dedication to excellence in everything you do for our scholars. Also, if you had a chance to look through the program, I'm sure you did, you probably noticed the thesis titles that President Bendapudi alluded to and has in her office often. With each of those titles is a story of a relationship between a thesis supervisor and each of our scholars, maybe multiple supervisors. And supervisor sounds very hierarchical, much more hierarchical than it really is. The connection between professors and our Schreyer scholars is unlike a traditional experience in college, where at the very beginning, it's a tentative relationship. I'd like to work with you, or could you please be a mentor for me in this area I want to explore, sort of a dance. And then before you know it, 1, 2, or 3 years later, there's an intellectual camaraderie between faculty and student that rivals that of a PhD supervisor in respect, in impact, and in longevity of the relationship to come. And so for those reasons, I would like us all to thank with a round of applause the faculty that worked with our scholars on their thesis research. it's so interesting to have a moment in time like this. And in 1989, I was in your shoes, precisely your shoes, receiving my own medal from the University Scholars Program. And I kind of wish I had been a little more present for that moment. I do remember some specific things, and it's interesting. I read this book about the five senses, living life with all five senses, and it's a true fact that we only feel our five senses in the moment, in the present. And we can imagine what our feelings might have been in the past or might be in the future, but we only feel them or experience them now. And there's probably a couple of scholars here that can tell me exactly the metaphysics therein. However, we can work that in reverse. So if you want to be present, experience all five senses. So I'd like you to take a moment now to think, to maybe look around the room, to acknowledge an emotion you feel right now. Maybe notice how warm you might feel in this room. Maybe even the sense of gravity, or anything about what you heard, or maybe the music, even the quiet of today's room. That sense of being present is so important as scholars, and it's so important as humans. And what I admire about Schreyer Scholars is the trifecta of hunger, ambition, humility that President Bendapudi talked about, which I like to think of as just caring about others more than ourselves, and smart. So hungry, humble, and smart. It comes from a book called Ideal Team Player. And smart, that author is referring to emotional intelligence, really thinking about, it goes hand in hand with humility. So when I think back to when I was in your shoes and recognizing that high-achieving students often set a higher bar than the rest of society for yourselves, that is good. I think that drives performance and excellence and publications and outstanding schools that you're going on to, or great jobs that you're going on to. But when we artificially establish a criteria for ourselves that is always away from where we are, a problem can emerge where we don't enjoy or take moments to celebrate true milestones in our lives. And today, I'm here to tell you, and it's probably self-evident, today is a huge milestone for you. The medal that you wear, if you're like me, you'll carry around with you for the rest of your life. No matter what boxes you pack or unpack, the medal will be along for the journey, and it will remind you of the trials and tribulations of writing that thesis, of experiments that maybe didn't go as planned, timelines that were out the door the moment you wrote them, but also the epiphanies that maybe when things came together, it's like, oh my gosh, that thing I thought might happen actually happened, and here's what it means, and this helped me move on. And so I encourage you to actually let it sink in, and I'm sure families will help you do this, that you have accomplished quite a lot. President Bendapudi referred to a particular percentage, 2%. That's a number. It's coming from a fraction, but it's just a scalar. But I think, if I can refer to math here, you're more like tensors. You're deeper than just one number. And what I get excited about, beyond the fact that you are sort of a small, you've helped make Penn State small for the intellectual community that's here, you're also really special in the impact that you have on others. I truly mean it when I talk about that sense of humility, where you're not satisfied. I'm just speaking about the scholars I know, and I know many of you. You're not satisfied until you understand why you're doing what the heck you're doing. And moreover, you want it to be about the planet, the people, and the future, or some combination of all of those. And that makes you special. We can't say that about everybody around us. I want to talk about one more concept, which is that as you move beyond into your next 5 years or so, it's a big transition, so you'll probably move or at least change your circumstances quite substantially. And with that change will come some discomfort and what I want to speak about is the intellectual discomfort. You'll find yourself in an environment where you know nothing, basically, or it will feel that way. You're in this group, you kind of got the job, or you're in this lab, or you're in medical school or law school, and you're a student again at the sort of the back of the line. And it might feel vulnerable. And at the other side of an arc of a career, I can say that is always the case if you're doing something in the world. So a feeling of uncomfortable ignorance or being at a point where you're about to learn a lot is a great sign that you're challenging yourself and that you're going to take your past accomplishments, which are truly significant, and make something of them. So let's just talk about the next year. Please do not feel bad about feeling uncomfortable intellectually, because borrow some confidence from me, your dean, that this is good, and you're about to grow and apply all of these learning skills and knowledge creation skills for the better. And 3-4 years from now, you'll look back and see the new people coming into your community and understand that you can help them and that you were there. So finally, let's talk about sort of the emotions of the moment. I realize that this moment can be bittersweet. Whenever I've moved on after a big accomplishment, I felt a mixture of pride, exhaustion, hope, excitement, sadness, and inspiration. And I've heard it said that emotional well-being is not pursuit of being happy or experiencing happiness. It's a diversity of emotions, experiencing all of the emotions that come through you. That is a sign of emotional health. And so whether you could label an emotion that you might feel in the next couple weeks as bad or good, the breadth of emotions that you let yourself experience is the true sign of well-being, and I encourage you to allow that to happen. After this weekend, you'll join the ranks of more than 17,000 Scholar alumni who have graduated with honors. And they are proud to welcome you to their community and will always respond to an email or a phone call from you. There are many opportunities for you to be an active part of our alumni community. You can join our alumni society that's part of the broader Penn State Alumni Association. You can serve as a mentor pretty much right away. For example, if you're a third-year law student, we've got mentees for you. You can be a volunteer as an alumni interviewer for our admissions process. You might recall that process. We could use your help. And there's a variety of additional volunteer opportunities that you'll receive invitations to an email. And if nothing else, please join our book clubs. I'd love to have you join us on Zoom to talk about a cool book. So congratulations again. I'm immensely proud of you and impressed by your achievements. More importantly, I truly respect the humanity in each of you. I look forward to hearing of your future discoveries, your creations, and maybe even some of your performances. Please join me in a round of applause for our scholars. I do have an announcement, but while I'm making that announcement, if the marshals can begin to take their places for the recessional. The announcement I have is that immediately following the ceremony, we will have a reception in Alumni Hall. It's not hard to find, right across the way. And please rise if you are able for the recessional.